guys, and welcome back to my channel, Nerd It This Way. I'm Helia, and this video is going to be about how I got into manga. How I got into manga, anime, and so people have been asking me like, oh, what would you recommend to someone who's never read it? It's really kind of complicated because if you're a reader, then you know what you like to read and you can just use that genre, that trope, and transfer it over to manga and light novels and webtoon, because there are so many really good ones out there. I'm gonna be talking about a mix of like manga that I highly recommend. Like, if you like anime, there's the dub and then the sub. The sub is, subtitled in English or Portuguese or, whatever language you speak, and dubbed is English. So a lot of people argue that the sub is better than dub, but if you don't like to read the subtitles, then the dub works for you. So it's pretty easy. I don't care. I started watching anime like way back in the day when it was on Toonami, Adult Swim, and we were staying up a little bit later to watch Inuyasha, Full Metal Alchemist, and Naruto. Way back in the day. And then the anime was going rather slow, and so I started reading on like different websites. I was like looking for sites to read it on because I was like, I don't really want to buy it because there's so many chapters and volumes. So I was like, I'm just gonna read it online. And I've been doing that like ever since. And there are so many websites for different things that you have to be careful because some of them contain viruses, and you don't want a virus on your phone or laptop because that's weird. So here's the thing. If you are into romance, then you would obviously like romance, manga, and anime. I don't want to say like I'm gonna just like start shooting out anime that you should watch, because there's so many really good ones on like Hulu and Netflix that you can go watch and see how you feel about it. Some of them are completely subbed, some of them are dubbed now because they've been out for so long. So I highly recommend you go try that out. What I would start with, if you're more into like the military fantasy, like my book that I'm reading this month is the Saga of Tanya the Evil. That is a military fantasy kind of slapped together light novel, but it's also a anime which is subbed and dubbed. I'm probably gonna be watching the dubbed again because it was really good. I watched the sub when it came out online when I was overseas in Japan, so that was like lucky for me. And so for people who like military sci-fi, like I said, there is Code Geass, there is Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which if you're gonna ask down below, I like them both. Both endings had me heart-wrenching and teary-eyed. And if you're asking who my favorite character is, I don't know. I want to say Hawkeye. I think my favorite bad guy, I don't know. It's between Envy and Pride. It's from the Brotherhood, and then from like the regular Full Metal Alchemist, I would say Envy and Wrath. Yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, so if you're going for like something that you can watch with your kids to kind of start that off, I would probably recommend, like, for a girl, Sailor Moon, anything kind of like that. But if she's like action-packed and you don't care about the whole fairies and princess and stuff like that, I recommend depending on the age of the kid, Soul Eater, Bleach, Naruto Shippuden. What else? Some, like, if you're into like vampires, like old school vampires where there's not much romance, there's just like war and blood and history, then I recommend Hellsing. Hellsing Ultimate and Hellsing, the OVA, along with Drifters. They're written by the same author, which is super dope. Like, I watched Drifters and then I was like, oh my god, I need to read this. Like, I wasn't too sure about it. And so now I'm reading it and it is so good. If you're into like history, then I highly recommend Drifters. I don't want to really give a synopsis, but I think I might just, you know, just kind of hook you in. So Drifters is about this place where all these like historical martyrs kind of die, like Joan of Arc and all those very famous warriors, soldier people. And they're taken into this world where they're against other people. And it's kind of like the good versus the bad. Like those who were killed for unjust reasons are coming back and just like wiping people out. It's really good. It's really good. I don't want to say too much because it's just so good. I can talk for hours. Another good one, if you're into like video game, kind of like sucking the people in, if you liked Ready Player One, you would like Sword Art Online. I watched the first one and then the most recent one with the why can't I think of the name off the top of my head? I'll have it up here, but there's a little girl in it she wears pink. That's, yeah, I just found that to be very interesting. If you are looking for more of a action-packed shonen, which is like action-packed kind of, you know what I'm saying? All the different genres, I'll probably, hopefully, have like a list right here where, you know, it could be like shonen equals action, mystery equals, you know, mystery, and, you know. And there's yaoi, which is your leaning more to the LGBT community, where it is boy love. A lot of people are like, no, but some of those stories are good. Like, don't knock them. And then there's the shoujo ai, which is more like girl love, but it's like tension. So it's not like straight out Yuri, which is like very graphic female relationship with another female. So there's that. So, you know, I will put this anime reviewer, Arcada. I've been watching him for like years, and I value his opinion, although he does not read the manga. He watches the anime, and he's very good about his review, very thorough. And so I highly recommend you go and watch him to see how you feel about certain anime that I've said, or anime that you've heard from your friends. That's also a good thing if you're recommended, you know, through a friend, of watching what else is out there? Bebop Cowboy. That's also good. People recommend that. That's one of those like staples. Yeah, but if you're like, oh, I don't know about a whole series and I just want to maybe watch a movie, or Studio Ghibli, any Studio Ghibli, hands down, easily. That right there will let you know how you feel about it. How you feel about the whole cartoon aspect, if you know, because some people feel like anime is for children, and a lot of it's not. It's not. Like, it's very inappropriate. It's not for, I feel like, kids nowadays. Like before, when like in the 90s growing up, when you had like the X-Men cartoons, the Batman, the Gargoyles, the, you know, Looney Tunes and everything like that, you were more open-minded with like the violence and things like that, that we probably shouldn't even known about that. But now, cartoons now, they're awful. Like if you saw old school Teen Titans when it was like dark and it was more real versus the new Teen Titans, that's like how the anime is. Anime and like everybody else's cartoons, to me, my opinion. Like, if you don't mind long anime series that are like really drawn out, or manga series that are drawn out, highly recommend these. Bleach, I know I keep bringing up Bleach, but it was like on Toonami when I was growing up, and I was like, oh my god. Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, One Piece, Fairy Tail, and Dragon Ball Z, which I didn't really get into Dragon Ball Z, but my husband kind of likes it. But it wasn't me. I am like a One Piece fan. If you look at my background, you'll see like a few One Piece figurines. Because I love One Piece like so much. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of have a video up, not just for the week, but I was talking to my sister and she was like, hey, I'm on Hulu, what do you recommend? And the first thing from what I know about her is she does not mind horror, but she doesn't really want to read anything. She doesn't mind, but the first thing off the top of my head was like Parasite on Hulu. It has action, it has gore, it has a good storyline, and has a little bit of romance. It just is well done. Well done. That concludes this video. I'm probably gonna put another one up because I do owe you guys a book haul. I have a library haul, and I have a, these are small hauls because, I'm in school, and so I'm trying not to like, I don't want to buy a bunch of books and then like never read them because I've done that before, and it's not fair to the books or to myself. So I will have another video later. If you are new to the channel, hi nerds. If you are already a subscriber, what's up? How you been? If you hear like my background, my husband's mowing the lawn and my house is like echoing everything. So sorry about that, but like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification because I will be doing this weekly. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.